Hello, I'm Frank Hanaway, and welcome to Big Journey, Small Steps. Well, today I'm going to be talking a little bit about how I got into YouTube, and in next week's video I'm going to talk more about all the things I've learned as a result. But when I started making this video the first time, I went on this rant for a long time about how much I love technology and all the things that, step by step through the process and how I got introduced to YouTube. And I thought, oh, this is really boring, even for me. So what I will say is a little over a year ago, in the summer of 2014, I saw a video by Tyler Oakley. I'm not exactly going to recommend it to you. I think it's called, is it called Leg Waxing Challenge or something like that? It's a video with Jenna Marbles. Now, this is not, so what they're doing is Jenna Marbles asks Tyler Oakley questions, and then he gets the answer wrong. And they're very simple questions, unfortunately. When he gets the answer wrong, she has those wax pads that you use, that ladies and men sometimes use to remove hair, and she rips one off his leg. At which point he squeals and shrieks and uses all kinds of words that you probably know. But anyway, somebody sent me this. I didn't even usually watch these things, but I watched it, and they were having such a good time that I got interested and I wanted to see more of their videos. And I thought, gee, I don't know so much about what's going on with people in their 20s today. I don't know them very well. I taught them in 4th and 5th grade, but years ago, but I haven't interacted much with them because I'm 64. So I started watching, and I was really amazed at the sweetness of this generation. And interestingly enough, they have a certain amount of naivete. They're not nearly as political as my generation was. They have kind hearts. They do a lot of inappropriate things that young people do, but it isn't, I saw very few things that I just thought, oh, this is horrible. Sometimes they drink too much and so forth, but they are getting involved and doing things to change their world. And it's interesting to see what their world is. So I started thinking, so about that time was when my mother got diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and I realized I was going to be more and more staying at home. I wasn't going to be running around. And I knew I needed some things to do to kind of stay connected with the world. And at first, and I mentioned this a few months ago, I still haven't taken this on because I like doing this so much. But I was going to sing online and put the videos out there and to get my music out there, not for any other reason than sometimes I feel like, oh, somebody might like it, but they can't hear it if I don't put it where they can get to it. So, and then as I started watching all these YouTubers, I thought, well, maybe it'd be just interesting just to talk about things and yet do it from a little bit more spiritual perspective, like how am I growing spiritually? And so in the month of October, I started filming myself. I started learning about that. I can't remember what the first YouTube video was. I know the second YouTube video was about road rage, about how unspiritual I was feeling when I would be driving. And I think 3 or 4 people watched it. Oh, the first video was about passage meditation, and I did it because the Blue Mountain Center had asked practitioners of passage meditation to make videos about what it meant to them. And that one still, it has quite a few views. It doesn't have views like Tyler Oakley gets, I assure you, but it's got a few hundred views, I think. So anyway, the second one was about road rage, and I just got in the habit of making one every week. And so a year later, here I am. And I can't tell you how much it means to me, because I have to sit down and get very lucid about things in my life. I challenge myself in front of you, and it's hard to break a promise that you make to a number of people. So anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, and I'm really enjoying it. I've thought of starting another channel and doing some comedy. I almost pulled the keyboard out into this room, but can you see, I have a very small room here, and I suppose I could put a wide angle lens, but then I don't have a back. It's very complicated. I'm going to talk about the complexities of getting out a YouTube channel next week. Though I will say, it can be just as simple, if you want to do it, as holding your phone and, taking some video, which I think the first couple of videos I used, I used my iPhone. And now I have a new iPhone that shoots 4K. I may go back to the iPhone. But anyway, thanks for listening to me on this topic. From the bottom of my heart, as I always do, I wish you peace and joy.